It's Sunday, June 30th, 2013, and this video is going to be a little bit of a, basically a review and maybe a how-to. We'll see where it takes us, but I'm going to be posting this on both of my channels. So for those of you that are subscribed to the Hot Wheels channel, you know, you can just fast forward through this or what have you, but for my Johnny Shop channel with the motorcycles, just wanted to give you an update on the hoop. I made a video last night, but I didn't post it till this morning, of the hoop and some finds and all that, some things that came in. Well, the hoop is completely welded in, and you can't even really see where it's welded. It's actually right there. Can a little bit just because the double wall of the frame gets a little thinner, but that's all welded in, pretty much all ground down. I still got to do a little bit of the bottom, so I have to take the wheel off, which I need to take off anyway. Finish that up, then finish in some of the other welds, and then we will we'll shoot the paint on there. So that's that little update there for those of you that are interested in the Cafe Racer. So hopefully we'll get it paint this week. But more importantly, this video is, if you watched the Cafe build video last night of the new parts, is of this little beast here. It's a vibrating tumbler. Of course, Harbor Freight calls it a vibratory tumbler. Anyway, sorry about that. When I first started YouTube, my channel, I was doing Harbor Freight reviews, kind of cruddy reviews, just of certain tools. I don't have a lot of Harbor Freight, and this is the first Harbor Freight item I probably purchased in maybe 3 years, something like that. And it was on sale for 49 bucks, and I think that's technically the regular price, although they say the regular price is 99, but that was 49, and I decided to get it. Mostly because of the Cafe, but I've seen a lot of Hot Wheels guys that they will put their metal bases in those of the cars, and to polish them up, or the bodies, whatever they want to do. And I will be using it for that, so that's why I wanted to post this on both channels. But mainly, I'm going to be using this for maybe some bolts and all that. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and open this. Let me not exactly prepared. Get a knife, and we'll show you what all you actually get with it, which shouldn't be much except for the tumbler. Now, be warned, I don't know yet, but I've heard this thing is very loud, so this is probably not something you're going to want to run if you live in an apartment, or if you have a wife that lives in the house with you. She's probably not going to want to hear this in the house, so I would say a garage or outside. And we'll go ahead and got to tilt this. The camera's in the way, so. It's emptied. Of course, you get the Harbor Freight book and the unit itself. Now, I've read online some upgrades to do right out of the bat, which I haven't done yet, obviously, but there's a wing nut up here, and a lot of people say it's easier to replace that with a knob. That's what holds the cap on the barrel itself. Now, I went to get this yesterday, and it was not on the floor. They had a display, but oddly enough, they only had one. Kind of strange. I don't know why this would be so popular. This is the 5-pound version. You can put 5 pounds in it, including the media. So not media plus 5 pounds of bolts. It's got to be 5 pounds total. So there's the inside. I guess that's supposed to go up and down. So there it is, all clean. Now, they sell media there at Harbor Freight. It's kind of expensive. A lot of it was 49 bucks, 25 bucks, just varied. But I've read, and a lot of people use these for polishing shells, brass shells from a gun, the empty shells because they're doing reloads or what have you. So I did a lot of reading online and found that this basically lizard litter, desert blend, what have you, walnut shells, this is a good media to use for polishing and even removing some rust. Now, I may have to experiment with this, so I'm not sure. It may not do anything to these like rusty pins that we're going to throw in there. Who knows? But we'll find out. And also, And I'm going to put a little dab of this in there. A lot of people have said to use a little bit of polish, like new finish or something in there, just a dab of it in there. So I'm not sure if that's going to work. I may have to get some of those little ceramic rust cutting media that they have. Who knows? But time will tell. This is this whole bag here was $8. So we will see. First, I guess I better make sure it works. I've got it plugged in. And it does work. So we're going to go ahead and put some media in there. You'll probably have to let this run for some time. A couple hours at least. A lot of people, another upgrade they'll do is they'll put a timer on there. You know, just inline, plug it into the outlet, time it for an hour. Or whatever it is, it automatically cut power off to it. So we're going to go ahead and empty some of this in here without making a huge mess, hopefully. Now you could put your product in there first, whatever you're trying to blast, or you put the media in first. I'm going to put the media in first. And the good thing about the media is pretty much reusable until it really starts breaking down. So put a little bit more in there. Alright. So you can see here, take you out of the tripod. There is the media. And it's just crushed walnut shells. We'll actually get a little closer to it now that we've got it all opened up and all that good stuff. This will be noisy because I've got to extend the tripod. And I could have paused the video and just came back to this, but honestly I didn't want to deal with cutting into videos. So there's that, and we're going to add just a little drop of the new finish. There we go. And I'm going to put, show you the kind of things I'm putting in there. So hopefully, like these pens, if I can get that to focus. There you go. They're not the worst, but like this bolt here, actually looks better on camera than it actually is in person. But I'm going to be putting things like that in there, and actually I probably am going to cut the video because we're not going to sit here and watch it do its thing for 2 hours. So I'm just going to put a bunch of different things in there, and we'll see how it does. All these have rust on them. Now again, I may have to get some of that rust cutting media. This is just kind of a see if this walnut shell will work. Because really we don't really need to polish these. We want to pretty much get the rust off these. And I could do it with some CLR, which I've done before, or some other things. But I just want to see if this works better. And I've always kind of wanted to use one of these, so. And we'll throw one of those in there too. Not even close to 5 pounds. That's rusty. That's rusty. There's a rusty one. That should do it. So we got that all in there. Go ahead and put our cap on. And again, one of the first recommended from what I read is to get like a little knob for this instead of this wing nut. It's not a big deal, it's just quicker with a knob, but I don't think I'm gonna even worry about it really. So we've got it filled up. The power button is on the side right here. See that? We'll go ahead and turn it on and let you see it for a few minutes, and then we'll come back. Actually, it's not that loud. I guess if you had all 5 pounds in there, with the media, it would probably be pretty loud, but what I've got in there right now. It's not loud at all. Hopefully you can hear me. I say it's not loud, but maybe it's loud on camera. But anyway, we're going to let that go for a couple hours. In there. And we'll come back to show you how it's done. So right now it is, so it's going to be a while. Right now it is 6:47. So we will come back at about 8:47, somewhere like that. And it may take you longer, but we'll just give you an idea. In the book, here's the book. It really doesn't tell you a whole lot. There's not really a whole lot to this. I've got to plug it in. Gives you the tumbler bowl, cover, nut, thread shaft. I don't think it really gives you any recommendations on anything, maybe. Yeah, kind of tells you right there. Fill the tumbler bowl about 2/3 full. Not go over 5 pounds, as you know. That's really it. Replacement part. Probably could never get, so wasteful. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me. We're going to turn this back on for a couple hours, come back about 8:45, 8:47, and we'll see how it worked. So it'll be a flash for you. It'll be a long time for me. We'll see you soon. Okay, it's about 7:30, so it's only been about 45 minutes, but I just kind of wanted to look and see. Now this one's pretty clean. That's actually pretty good. That's getting there. Now this one, see the bolt is actually clean, but there's still rust on that one. But I don't know if it's going to actually, I can't imagine it getting that off. I think it's more surface rust. That's still pretty rusty. That's the bolt we just had. Oh, that one's nice and clean, except for the washer. Wow. Look for those pens. Now you see this one, the bolt itself is clean, but the head is still really, really rusty. But again, you know, it could take hours, and it may not even work on some of these. And this is just 45 minutes. I'm just curious. I've never used one of these, so I just really want to, kind of curious how it's going to work. I do want to see one of those pins. That's what I'm looking for. See, the bolts, they're still rusty. I don't know. It may not get that. That's probably going to be a little bit something more abrasive, I'm sure. Yeah, there's one of the screws. Did a good job on that. Still not finding the stupid pen. 45 minutes though, it's done a pretty good job on a lot of these. I'm really surprised. Oh, there's a pen. It's actually getting there. It's kind of a dull, the rust is almost gone. Let's see, kind of a dull color now. It's getting there. That was pretty rusty. So we still got about another hour and 15 minutes of running at least. Most people said a couple hours at least, so I mean, I think it could be 4, but just kind of wanted to see. Again, never used one of these. Thought it'd be cool to have. It looks like it's looks like it'll do some things. I don't know if it's going to do everything I want it to do, but we'll go ahead and turn it back on, and then we'll be back an hour and 15 or maybe a little longer. So stay tuned. Okay, we've let it run a little bit longer than I originally said I was going to. It is 9:21. We'll go ahead and shut it off here. A little bit of an emergency. My wife needed popcorn, so that was the emergency. So I didn't get a chance to shut it off in 2 hours. So anyway, one of the complaints that I've heard from some people online was that this thing gets hot. It's barely even warm. I mean, it's just warm. It's not hot at all. And that might be if you have a full 5-pound load. I don't know. This is not a full 5 pounds, so it's not working as hard. Maybe that's the reason why it's not as hot. But go ahead and tilt this up a little tiny bit. There we go. Go ahead and take the cap off. There's the media. See if we can dig through and find. This is one still rusty in color, but it actually got the rough stuff off. Okay, this bolt, yeah, it didn't do much to that. I didn't think it would. May have to go with some more abrasive media. Get this to focus in. There you go. So that didn't do much to that. But the really impressive part, okay, like this one here. I mean, this was rusty, and this looks almost brand new. A little bit right there. Nice shine to it. So I suppose if you don't have any real pitted rust, it's really good. But may need to get some more abrasive. Now this one, again, what's really nice, I guess, is that it doesn't damage the threads. But that one looks brand new except for right there, a little tiny bit. And that would be pretty easy to clean off. But see, the threads, that's what you really can't clean with you know, a wheel or anything. Again, this one looks pretty much brand new except for the washer. It didn't really do much to that. But the bolt itself looks really good. So far, so good overall. May have to get some more abrasive media, like I said, but like this one here, didn't do so hot. Did the threads, but that is still pretty rusted. That was pretty bad off. Same with this washer. Need to get a little sifter for this. Now the pins, they're not shiny. I mean, they're starting to, but they're pretty pitted. But they don't have all the rust. I mean, they look a lot better, a ton better. Another bolt, head still rusty, but the whole threads and everything look like brand new. This bolt looks pretty good. I may just keep them in there. I may toss them back in there and try it for a bit longer. I'm not going to do it tonight though. It's, like I said, it's going on 10 o'clock. I don't want it to run all night. I don't have a timer on it yet. Another one, see, the threads are great. Head is, the head on it's pretty cruddy. Another bolt. That one, same thing. Did pretty good on that washer. Ooh, the other pin looks real good, actually. I definitely need to get a sifter. Now that looks really, really good there. It really did a good job with that. It's almost brand new, really. A little bit more shining. Throw a little bit more of the new finish in there and get that done, I'm sure. Now this one, yeah, it's pretty bad off. Starting to get some shine on the sides, but that rough stuff on the top, that would have to be probably ground off. I mean, it's really rough. Washer, that looked okay, not too great. Oh. Wow, that one looks really good there. And there's some more in here. That one's, head on it's pretty bad. That one looks really good. Not perfect, but looks really, really nice. Restorable. Yeah, definitely gonna have to get like a little sifter. These heads are still pretty shot. Those were really bad though. You figure those are from that CB, and a lot of those, I mean, they're all, what, 40 years old actually. Right on the nose. 73. Most everything on it's original, so that screw looks really, really good. Wow, that one looks brand new. That one is getting there. You see there's still some hitting on the top, but that's it's pretty impressive. That one's got a rusty head on it still. That's all I have in there. Until I get a sifter, I won't know. So, initial impressions, I mean, for 49 bucks, I mean, some of these bolts look brand new, or close to it. It's pretty, it definitely, the parts that weren't rusted, it definitely shined them up. I mean, this one was all rusty. See, still a little tiny bit right there, but it's even smooth to the finish. I'd have to say, and if you compare these, here's the one I put in there, here's the other one. I mean, that looks night and day. So for 49 bucks, I say you can't go wrong. Again, with the heat issue, this one is really, this is, down here is where I'm assuming it gets hot because it's warm, but not, I mean, not hot at all. Even past the rubber on the metal is not really hot at all. But that could be, if you fill this up to maximum or over capacity, I'm sure you will have that problem, possibly. So there you have it, another little Harbor Freight one. Go ahead and put everything back together here. And then tomorrow, or probably, I'm not going to show a video, but I may, we're going to do some more work on the cafe, hopefully, and maybe put some more things through here and see what happens. So, but for this evening, that is it. It is 9:29, so I got to get ready for work tomorrow. Got a busy week, and hopefully I'm going to get the fourth. I get the fourth off, but the fifth off as well. So hopefully more videos to come with those couple little days off. So that is it. If you have any questions or comments, post those below. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.